How would you feel if two of Hollywood's biggest stars were seeing each other behind closed doors? What if every sighting in public, every dinner with friends, and every helicopter ride was part of something much more interesting than we thought? Does Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas really just work together, or is there a romance going on behind the scenes? If you think this story isn't crazy enough already, wait until you see the end. You might not know what to believe. In the entertainment industry, celebrity relationships frequently catch the attention of the general public, and there aren't many celebrities that are as intriguing as Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas. In the past month, the two stars have been seen together on many occasions, which has fueled suspicion about the possibility of a romantic relationship between them. To what extent, however, do they actually have a romantic relationship, or is there another reason for their frequent meetings? So far, here is what we have learned. Are helicopter sightings more effectful for business or romance? In the early morning hours of Friday, March 14th, Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas were seen arriving at the London heliport via helicopter. Just the night before, they were observed in the same site, which sparked suspicion about their trip plans. This was not their first visit to the location. In fact, it was their second visit. Is it possible that they were on their way to a romantic getaway? Or have they been traveling for a professional reason? An unnamed source disclosed to People that Cruise and de Armas were not traveling alone on these visits. This information was conveyed by the source. The fact that director Doug Liman was also present lends credence to the notion that their encounters were more frequently associated with a forthcoming film collaboration than with a burgeoning romantic relationship. The fact that Liman has directed Cruise in the past, both in Edge of Tomorrow and American Made, makes the possibility of them working together extremely likely. The reality looks to be more professional than personal, despite the fact that fans may want to believe in a Hollywood love story. The recent sighting of Cruise and de Armas together is not the first time that they have been seen by the public. A supper was observed to be being consumed by the performers in London on February 13th. On the other hand, insiders close to the celebrities insist that it was a meeting for commercial purposes. According to a story from People, the two of them had a talk that was concentrated on potential initiatives for the future rather than anything romantic. The fact that their representatives were also present lends even more credence to the assertion that this was a gathering that was solely for professional purposes. The manner in which they conducted themselves during the dinner did not suggest anything other than a friendship between them. It was observed that they were leaving the restaurant with their leftovers, which is not exactly the sign of a romantic relationship night. This lends further credence to the hypothesis that their interactions are solely oriented to their respective jobs. The fact that Ana de Armas is currently in a relationship is significant evidence that the dating rumors are false. The star of the television show Blonde has recently been associated with Manuel Anido Cuesta, who is the stepson of Miguel Díaz-Canel, the president of Cuba. Due to the fact that de Armas and Cuesta have been seen together, it is highly improbable that she is romantically linked with Cruise at the same time. Previously, de Armas was involved in a romance with Ben Affleck that received a lot of attention. The two became a it couple during the pandemic era by the time they called it quits in late 2020. They had first met on the set of the film Deep Water. Since then, she has maintained a level of privacy that is relatively high, despite the fact that her outings with Cuesta give the impression that she is already committed to another person. Tom Cruise, one of the most prominent leading men in Hollywood, has gone through a romantic past that has been thoroughly recorded. Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, and Katie Holmes are among the women he has been married to since his past relationships. Despite the fact that Cruise has been associated to a number of women over the years, he has maintained a high level of discretion over his romantic life, especially since he divorced Holmes in 2012. Cruise has not publicly confirmed any meaningful partnerships in the past few years, despite the fact that stories about him continue to circulate. In light of the fact that he devotes a significant amount of his time and energy to his job, particularly his participation in the Mission Impossible franchise and other significant projects, it is unlikely that he will prioritize romantic relationships in his life. What might be the topic of discussion at their meetings? Given the fact that Cruise and Armas have been seen together on many occasions, as well as the fact that director Doug Liman is involved, the most plausible answer is that they are working on a new film. Cruise is well known for working with directors whom he has confidence in, and Liman is not unfamiliar with the experience of working with Cruise. If there is a new production that is going to be packed with action, then De Armas would be an exciting addition to the cast of that movie. What is the reason behind the rapid spread of rumors like this? There is a natural interest that surrounds Hollywood celebrities and their personal lives, which contributes to this phenomenon. It is inevitable that rumors will circulate whenever two skilled actors who are also attractive spend time together. As both Cruise and De Armas are now performing at the highest levels of their craft, the concept of them being a couple is enticing to a great number of fans. On the other hand, it is essential to differentiate between fact and fiction. Although rumor is a staple in the entertainment industry, there is no hard proof to suggest that Cruise and De Armas are having a romantic relationship. It would appear that their recent outings are more about business than they are about romance. I would want to ask, are they or are they not? Despite the fact that fans may have a strong desire to see Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas together as a pair, all indications point to a connection that is solely professional in nature. Rather than heading on a love journey, it appears that they are working on a film, as evidenced by their helicopter rides, dinner meetings, and affiliation with Doug Liman. The question that needs to be asked is probably not whether or not they are dating, but rather what interesting initiative they have planned for the future. In the event that a cooperation between Cruise and De Armas is on the horizon, fans ought to be excited for the action-packed spectacle that is certain to immediately follow. Up until that point, we will have to hold up and see what the press tour for the untitled Cruise De Armas project in 2028 has to offer. If you love juicy Hollywood mysteries and don't want to miss the latest celebrity buzz, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this story is just getting started.